Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A furnace, countertops, even the toilet, all taken by thieves from a facility meant to help female veterans. Thanks so much for being with us here at 6. I'm Karen Drew.
And I'm Damon Fernandez. The home under construction is near Grand River in Oakman on Detroit's west side. As Priya Mann reports, a local nonprofit needs your help getting this project back on track.
Over the past 2 years, the Detroit Association of Black Organizations has invested tens of thousands into this property on high quality items like this, and these household items now need to be replaced.
Here's how they came in.
Ron Lockett says when he turned the corner, his heart sank.
You can see this door here is really beat up.
Thieves breaking into a Detroit home being renovated into a transitional facility for female veterans.
It's just disgusting because it's unfair. It's just unfair.
Inside, the kitchen countertops were taken right off the cabinets. The bathroom was emptied out too.
Took the shower head. You know, we had the commode here.
They didn't leave anything behind.
No, absolutely.
All of my tools, my power tools and my battery operated tools were all gone. Everything's gone.
Vernus Brewer is a Vietnam veteran and was working as a handyman on the project.
I put a lot of effort in this, and for them to tear it out like they did, it's just disheartening.
Dabo, the Detroit Association of Black Organizations, invested 30 grand into the facility. The theft has set them back significantly.
We were going to have the furnace installed on Monday, but the water heater and stuff were already there, but they took it out.
We were helping a veteran help other veterans.
And then this happened.
And this happens.
It is cold. Yeah, so we don't have any heat in here, so it's going to be working without heat.
We just need some help. You know, but we promised the community that we're going to fight back and put this project back on tracks, and we're going to live to fight again for those who are less fortunate.
And the nonprofit is determined to rebuild. They're also investing in increased security as well as having someone here 24/7. If you'd like to help, we have information on clickondetroit.com. On Detroit's west side, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
And Priya tells us the grand opening for that house was set for next spring. Now, with your help, the nonprofit is hoping to open the facility for female veterans by the fall. All right, it was a sunny day out there today, but Brian Sherman is telling us that we have to really think about layering up in the next few days and possible snow.
A little bit of snow on Sunday, but Ann, we've got a big game obviously in Ann Arbor tomorrow. Brian, what's in store?
I think, Karen and Damon, the story is going to be dry weather as we go not only to over Ann Arbor tomorrow, but here into downtown Detroit for the Michigan State game tonight. Tower cam over downtown Detroit, mainly clear skies, allowing temperatures to drop pretty quickly. We're down to 28 right now here in Detroit, 28 over in Ann Arbor, same as you work into Port Huron, and 28 also working into Adrian. We've got some cloud cover off to the west and to the east, but for the most part, sunshine's given way to mainly clear skies this evening. But I am looking for more clouds to increase after midnight tonight. So if you are heading down to Ford Field, temperatures into the 20s under a mainly clear sky. But hold on to that coat and time to break out the snow shovel as well. Accumulating snow is on the way for Sunday. I'll break down when the snow moves into your neighborhood and how much we're looking at. Your complete 4-1 forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, see you in a few, Brian. Well, we know that fans didn't like that the Lions came up short yesterday.
Man, I was going to say that it was my first game this season. I was so excited.
Yeah,
and then
so
I
many
wasn't.
people were excited. It was
I
Thanksgiving.
wasn't. I know, it was a shame.
But you know what? There's still a chance for a Thanksgiving weekend redemption on the football field.
I sure hope so. Michigan, Ohio State square up tomorrow at the Big House in Ann Arbor as the Wolverines try to make it 3 straight wins against the Buckeyes. But they will have to do so without their head coach on the sidelines. Hobie Artigue is here to break down the big game.
Yes, Karen, the game will once again be the most important one of the year for both Michigan and Ohio State. It is only one game, but it does mean everything as the winner continues their unbeaten season and keeps the inside track to the college football playoff. Michigan is going for a 3rd consecutive win against the Buckeyes, which would be their longest winning streak in this series since doing so between 1995 and 1997. Now, this year is a similar story as the last two, but this will be a different edition of the game with the sign-stealing allegations and the suspension of Jim Harbaugh hanging over Michigan right now. But players are ready to keep their unbeaten season going.
We got 2 great programs going head-to-head, and kind of when you get in those moments of like who wants it more, and you know, you just have to have that heart. You got to have, you got to be built into you, honestly. And I feel like, over the past couple of years, we've just kind of been building that, stacking those pillars, just stacking every day, and just kind of preparing that preparation kind of builds that confidence.
Now, the last two editions of this, of course, the winner advances to the Big Ten championship game. But last year, we thought that the winner of this one was going to go to the college football playoff, and they both ended up making it because Ohio State played Georgia. Will that be the case again this year? Don't know, but the winner will continue on that path for sure.
All right. Thanks, Hobie.
All right. Now, we've also got Michigan State and Penn State kicking off tonight right here on Local 4 at 7:30. Join us before the game for College Football Saturday, a Friday edition. We go one-on-one with Spartan players heading into this final game and get insights on the matchup tonight and the future of the program. That's coming up again right here at 6:30.
President Biden says he's, quote, not giving up when it comes to bringing home Paul Whelan. The Novi native has been held hostage in Russia now for nearly 1,800 days. Jacqueline Francis joins us live this evening with reaction from Paul's family. Jacqueline.
Karen, one of the biggest concerns from Paul's family is him being forgotten. So this unexpected remark from President Biden saying he's not giving up has given the family a new sense of hope.
On Thanksgiving Day, President Biden was asked by reporters his message to the family of Paul Whelan.
We ain't giving up. We're going to keep going till we get there.
Whelan is approaching the grim 5-year milestone as a Russian hostage. The White House says he's being wrongfully detained on espionage charges, which he denies. The former Marine from Novi has been left out of 2 prisoner swaps in which other Americans were released. U.S. officials have said the Russians refused to include Whelan in those deals. Following Biden's message yesterday, Whelan's family gave a written update about how he's doing. Whelan telling the family doctors have left the labor camp where he's at, leaving it without medical staff. He also said the barracks are unheated and water is not always available for drinking or washing.
While grateful for President Biden's words, Whelan's family said they hope it's not just talk and that the White House will actually take action to bring Paul home. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
So hard for that family, another holiday without him. Thank you, Jacqueline. We appreciate it.
13 Israeli hostages held in Gaza have been released and are now reportedly on Israeli soil. This hostage release comes on day one of the negotiated pause in the hostilities between Israel and Hamas. NBC's Aaron McLaughlin reports from Tel Aviv.
Well, the Prime Minister's office has just released a statement saying that the 13 Israeli hostages have been medically evaluated and their families notified. They now released a list of the identities of all 13, and they've been grouped by families, including the Asher family, Duran Katz Asher, 34 years old, Raz Asher, 4 years old, Aviv Asher, 2 years old. And then the Aloni family, Daniel Aloni, 45 years old, released today. Amelia Aloni, 5 years old, released today. Ruth Munder, 78 years old. Karen Munder, 54 years old. Ohad Munder, 9 years old. Adina Moshe, 72 years old. Hannah Katzir, 76 years old. Margalit Moses, 77 years old. Hannah Perry, 79 years old. Yafa Adar, 85 years old. Yoni Asher is appearing to be the first family. The Asher families put out a statement. Yoni Asher's 2 kids and wife returned today, just uploaded the following post on Facebook. They are finally here at home, he writes. There will be more time to talk about everything. For now, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support and the warm hug. Now, we are also hearing that the Palestinian prisoners have been released, 39 women and teenagers released today from the Ofer prison in the West Bank, returned to the West Bank, East Jerusalem, as well as Gaza. So it appears that this first phase of the hostage exchange is now complete. The question mark remains, how many hostages will be released tomorrow? Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News, Tel Aviv, Israel.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Close to home, the Southfield Freeway, it is back open, and that's after a really bizarre crash that happened earlier today. It all started when a black pickup rear-ended a box truck, and that's when the driver of the pickup jumped out and then took off running across the freeway. Well, the 49-year-old did not get far because another car hit him. He's at the hospital tonight recovering from his injuries. Police already ticketed the man for hit and run and driving without a license.
A salmonella outbreak linked to cantaloupe has now turned deadly as the number of new cases is doubling. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 56 new cases of salmonella have been reported since last week. So far, a total of 99 cases have been reported in 32 states, including 28 new hospitalizations. 2 deaths have also been reported in Minnesota. Now, all this comes as more cantaloupes are being recalled due to the outbreak.